toggle from instructor only to public so that you guys can all see it, because otherwise I'll only be able to see what you write there if it's instructor only, okay? So if I had, you know, a piece of fuzz in my hair or something, put instructor only and tell me about it. Okay, let's get down to the fun stuff. Decision analysis. I'm thirsty. Let me take a break and drink some. That'd be weird, right? Wouldn't that be weird? I am thirsty. I need a drink. That's the tastiest drink. Let me have it. First order thinking. Second order thinking is, last night when I'm laying in bed, I'll probably be thirsty. Tomorrow when I'm talking. Honey, using my resources, where's my jug, my thermos? It's where you left it last, honey. I'm not responsible for that. I said, okay. Let me put it here before class starts so that I can have a drink when I need it. When you're flying a helicopter, you're not pulling out the checklist when something goes wrong. The thing will flip over and the blades will fly off and everybody will die. And you'll have a second problem. You have to memorize a few things and you have to know these protocols precisely. A good decision takes time. There's steps to making a good decision. If I ask you, like, what is it that made your decision good? Let me hide this thing. What would you say? How would you be able to define your decision as being good? Everybody has a wife in here or a significant other. You've questioned his decisions a few times, huh? And he goes through this whole process. Well, honey, I got to have the helicopter, you know, and we can get there faster and all this stuff. There's this whole process to making a decision.
No, that's called justification.
It's the same process. It's exactly the same process. Hopefully you premeditated it rather than try to justify after the fact, right? So I could justify right here, you know, I'm too thirsty, but like, I also have a big bad case of herpes, so there you go, you know? Like, nobody wants that. So the question, there's a funnel for making good decisions. This is kind of like airline stuff, but I'm going to show how to like premeditate these things a little bit better so that we can have things ready. At the ready, so we can make first order decisions with second order philosophy. So the first question is it safe? I hate that word, safe. Safe is an outcome, not an action. Safe is the byproduct of a series of calculated and good behaviors. Safe is just simply the result. Safe is like saying money. So I got money. Well, how'd you get it? I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Right? Safety is money. So to decide what is the most safe, the question is, which is the most conservative within reason? What is the most conservative response? If we ever fly together, I might give you a little CRM briefing and say, my controls, your controls, my controls. If there's a choice between two things, let's just take the most conservative response and we'll figure out the rest details later. Right? Something shaking here. Hear that? No, I don't hear it. Well, you hear it. Land. That's the most conservative response. And then figure out the rest later.